Hi people, how are you doing? Basically just me saying that the African Cup of Nations, why do BBC only show 10 games? If you're going to show a tournament, you should show every game. You got BBC 3 or BBC 4, which most of the time puts nothing decent on. So yeah, it'd be perfect for every game. We'll now have to wait for Thursday for Ghana against Egypt to watch on the BBC. There's other big games happening that won't be on the BBC, so I'll have to miss. So yeah, the African Cup of Nations are happening in Ivory Coast, and my favourites to win it would have to be Morocco. So you can't write off Ghana, Egypt, Cameroon, Nigeria, Senegal, Ivory Coast, and probably I'd say the 6 teams could potentially win it, but Morocco have to be favourites only because of how well they did at the World Cup. Yes, this is a different tournament, but because they were so good at the World Cup, I think that you have to say Morocco must be favourites. Now the Asian Cup has not been televised at all on Terrestrial TV in UK, which is shocking in my opinion. That's happening in Qatar where the World Cup was held, and the favourites to win for me, the 3 favourites, the number 1 favourites have to be Japan, along with Australia and South Korea. They have to be the 3 you expect to get in the semi-finals, and I won't be surprised if it's a Japan, South Africa, any of those 3 to get into the final, of course. So yeah, these are the 2 big tournaments to start the year. Later in the year we've got the Euros and the Olympic football, but yeah, the 2 to start the international tournaments of this year. Please feel free to like, share and follow, by the way. Yeah, and of course so many players are missing from the Premier League, Serie A, Bundesliga, La Liga, but you know, this is good in a way because they should feel free they can go play for their country and not care what's happening back home for a month. Back home, meaning where the clubs are, and I think this should show that the Premier League and other leagues should put more into the youth of those clubs to think, okay, we can deal with the situation. These players are out playing for their countries. Let's hope their country wins it for their sake, and not that you hope their country goes out in the group stage so you get your player back quicker, because that's not the way, that's not the attitude really, is it? Anyway, Brighton have got Matoma out for Japan. I don't know if he's going to play for Japan though, because he got a bad injury before. He might make it to the final, playing in the final if Japan gets to the final. So other players, Bayern got Moroccan player there for Morocco. So yeah, in the Afcon. So yeah, thanks for watching anyway. Please like, share and follow, and peace out. Cheers. Bye.